Sentinel Online. Now loading the Beast Unleashed podcast.
This is Megatron, and you're listening to the Beast Unleashed podcast. Oh, yes.
This episode of the Beast Unleashed podcast features Stephen C. Phillips, Mike Blanchard, and Michael Wilson.
Hello and welcome to the world's first ever Beast Wars Beast Machines review podcast. This is the Beast Unleashed podcast brought to you by the GeekCast radio network. I am your host, Steve, and Mike, and joining me is Pecan Court Michael. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. And Steve Megatron.
Good day, sir.
Who might not have actually been here if we might have had to kill him again.
Who?
I will kill you,
Steve,
with your scratching.
Oh,
Put some
crap.
powder on it, man.
Okay.
Yes, my voice is doing much better. Yesterday I couldn't speak at all. Today I'm so hopped up on, we could call them medication. If you quit typing thing, I will kill you with a spoon.
Are you on Motrin?
No, I took
Your time of the
contact,
month?
cold and flu. I will kill you with a spoon. And I've taken a couple Benadryl. So, yes, I have clear sinuses. I have no more sore throat. I feel great. I will kill you with a spoon.
The spoon. I can tell you're hopped up on something. Wow.
Let's see, he's hopped up on a combination of Motrin, ibuprofen, Advil, Benadryl, Dimetap.
Feeling a little crampy.
Those don't work.
Talk about some dark glass, oh my god.
You know what? There's this magical word that rhymes with it called kiss my ass. But it's a special kind of medicine that they prescribe to ass hats like you.
Hey, stop stealing that's my word now. Leave my word alone.
That was my word first, ass hat.
Yeah, but I stole it from you, ass hat, and I've been using it on Twig all the time now.
And then see, my special medication, you have to deliver yourself anally, so just go back off into your corner. So.
Okay then, so we're going to be reviewing 3 more episodes of Beast Machines Season 1. This is actually going to be Wong. What the hell is a Wong? One long discussion for the Revelations.
Discussion. Okay, Elmer Fudd.
The Revelations 3-parter from Beast Machines. So, Michael, what have you been up to?
I'm trying to recover from Steve's medicated drone.
Boo.
I was gonna say you should probably start with the fact that last time we recorded the podcast caused you foot injury.
Oh,
Because he tripped over his desk.
Yeah, exactly. No, the podcast was so demeaning that I actually was injured in the process. I don't know what happened. I was, just hanging out at my desk, as I usually do while we podcast, and my foot was hurting. And I kind of stumbled up the stairs thinking, ow, maybe I should have that checked out sometime next week when I have time. Or maybe, whenever, right? So the next morning I wake up and my foot hurts so bad I can't stand on it. And I was out of commission for a couple of days. I took off work and went to see my podiatrist. And he said, oh, you have a really bad inflammation, and here, take these drugs, and you'll be fine in a couple of days. And I was fine for a couple of days, but, it was just a tough road to hoe to get to that point. Because I'm stumbling around on these crutches that are 20 years old and falling apart, and I don't know how to use them properly, and only fell twice, damn near killed myself, and broke my wrist. But,
That sounds like me when I tried to use chopsticks when I was 10 years old.
oh,
And he
please.
poked his eye out.
Exactly. I want a Red Ryder BB 5-shooter pair of chopsticks. Sorry, kid.
You'll poke your face out, kid.
That's right, your whole fucking head. No, it was just a rough time, and after about a day of the meds, I could, stand, but I couldn't really walk, and by the second day, I could walk. And I'm still going to the podiatrist to make sure everything's okay, because now the other foot's kind of hurting, because I've been favoring that foot, and now it's got a lot of pressure on it, and, I'm a mess. I'm telling you, I'm getting old. Don't get old, boys and girls. It's no fun. It's not pretty.
You're only 37.
I know, but...
I like my foot's only in there.
I know. Shit's
He's
falling
like,
apart.
it don't feel bad.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Just slap a Band-Aid on it. It'll feel great
That's right.
in the morning.
Rub some dirt on it.
Mike would like to rub something else on it, but...
Ew.
I don't think that's work. That's not medically feasible, I don't think.
Oh, God.
I don't think that'll do any good.
So what other fun family outside of being injured stuff have you been doing since we last recorded?
Family-wise, not much. Aiden is back in preschool. Chrissy's back to work. She just had parent-teacher conferences tonight, which was interesting. She was telling me the story before the podcast tonight about, parents showing up and talking about their kids, which is always exciting to hear about. And, it's a...
No, it's not. You just wanted to get to the makeout session. Don't lie.
Oh, well, making out with my wife is always a benefit, a plus, if you will, a boon upon me. Other than that, stop it.
He's choking his chicken.
I know. And Steve's over there like, well, why would you want to make out with your wife? That's gross. I was like,
I'm married.
That's what wives are for, dude.
Duh.
Duh. Why do you think I got married, dumbass? Well, there's that in the tax break, but,
I am
What magical tax break did you get into? Because I don't have one.
You don't
The
own a home.
government says bend over and take it every year.
Oh, no. You definitely, it's better in taxes, better in property taxes, better, it's better all around.
Maybe if you have kids, but if you don't,
Well, that doesn't, no, it's just being married, filing jointly is huge.
No, we got fucked hardcore last year.
You don't file jointly?
Oh no, we did.
Well, then you're doing it wrong. So,
That's what she said.
is that what your accountant said? Do you have an accountant?
No.
Maybe that's part of the problem.
Okay, so...
Anyway, yeah. So to sidestep the whole issue, I love my wife, and I'm very happy. We've been married.
Well, no, I know that.
We've been married 6 years now, so...
I like how you
Anyway.
put that pause in there to think about it.
I had to do the math. It's like we were married in 2004. It's 2010. That's
Wow, I graduated that year.
Now he's really making you feel old.
I know.
That was
Well,
a personal
Gramps,
insert comment.
What's funny though? There's a guy at work. He's much older than I am, and he's like, oh God, I said, it's my birthday, and he says, well, how old are you? I said, I'm 37, and he said, well, I've been married that long. It's like, oh my God, I can't imagine that. Anyway, not that I can't imagine. I'll be with my wife until we die. All right, damn it. All right. So
Don't insert foot in mouth.
exactly.
He already
You're still
did.
young.
Newsflash.
No,
Michael
no.
Wilson can't see himself being married for 37 years.
I can't see myself being alive in 37 years, to be honest. I think I got about 20 good years left, and then I'm out. So we'll see. Anyway, in side news, I did manage to pick up Wave 2 of the Power Core Combiners 5-packs.
Cool.
Yeah.
And yes, you will be alive at 74.
70? No, will I be 74?
37 and 37 is 74.
I don't think I'm going to make it to 74.
Well, we only have what? We only have what? 5 episodes or 8 episodes of this podcast left. So if you make it through this, you'll be okay.
Well, I'll be lucky. You know, I don't know. It's like, God, I shouldn't even be getting into this here. So we're getting such down a rat hole, but it's like my mother died at 39. So it's like anything past 39, and that's just in 2 more years. Anything past 39 is, you know,
bonus
great.
time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, technically, I'm not supposed. I may or may not live past that. I mean, if you take that take medical history into account, you know, for all I know, I could catch cancer and die in 2 years. But on the other hand, on the flip side, you know, do I really want to be, you know, still poking around when I'm pooping all over myself and confined to a wheelchair? I mean, I don't know. It's bad enough I'm going to have...
When I'm to that stage...
Just kill me.
I was going to say, when I'm to that stage, I was going to say I want somebody just to smother a pillow on my face.
While I'm asleep. Just push me over a cliff in my damn wheelchair, all right?
No, I want to be awake, so I'm just staring at them when they get done.
Be staring at the underside of the pillow. No, but
Until
honestly, it's just not... It's, you know, I don't know. Anyway, strike that from the record.
So, Steve, what have you been up to?
Killing people. No, in all honesty, no, I've been...
Abusing over-the-counter medications.
Oh, well, last 2 days. Can't take any during the show or else I'll be passed out before the end of it.
Yeah, you better not.
What else?
I will seriously find a way to get to Michigan, and I will kick your ass.
And then I'll say derp to derp.
It has happened before.
Yes, but he hasn't made it that far. Mike got tired halfway there. He got to the end of his county.
He's like, "Damn, Michigan's a far way away. I don't know if I can go that far."
This is the only thing I'm going to say about Steve. He got a certain package in this week that is very awesome, but we can't ever talk about it. So,
all right, you think Steve's package is awesome, but you're not.
No. Package in the mail, not
I don't
his
want to
package.
hear about it.
Jackass.
He got your package in the mail?
No.
That had to hurt.
It was big.
Now you're describing Mike's package.
It's made of paper.
Heavy, dark, and pendulous.
No,
Big and
it's made of paper.
Okay. Oh.
And news
All
is
right.
contained upon it.
It's a paper package.
You know what it was?
Okay.
It was just a big pad of printer paper. That's all it was.
Why
It
bother
was
shipping
naked. It was naked from the word go.
it? Naked paper?
It said Staples.
Oh, okay.
Shut up.
All right, and that's why we can't talk about it.
Exactly. That's why we
I
can't.
explain later.
Well, then why'd you bring it up?
Shh. It's a secret.
It's a...
Because people will now give us more listens and say, "Ooh, tell us what he got. Tell us what he got," and we can't ever tell them.
More crap to strike from the record. Never mind. Forget I said it. Forget you said it.
Edited. Ha 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 ha.
This part has been edited. You'll never know what was here.
Thank you.
Oh, crap.
I think we should get on to the episode before we all die of laughter in the intro.
Oh.
Well, that's what the intro's for. So, really quick, the only way I could find a way to sell them to get other toys was I actually sold my Shattered Glass Gold Bug. I sold it to BBTS, and I got $60 in credit, so yay.
Really? God, you get ripped off.
$6.
Not really. Not really, because he wasn't really complete. I didn't have the missile or the bio card.
Oh, seriously?
And a complete one on eBay is going for $150, so
what was it
$60 is Shattered Glass Gold Bug BotCon
2006, I think.
2008.
8?
And you only sold it for $6?
60.
60.
Oh, I was gonna say 6. I was gonna say you're fucking stupid.
No,
I would
not
pay
6. 60.
Well, I guess if it's incomplete, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I really want? It's BotCon. I want that motherfucking 2006 Megatron from Beast Wars. Even though it's a
that one?
Cybertron Defense. Yes, even though it's Cybertron Defense Scattershot or whatever. I don't give a crap. I want it. It's too damn expensive.
I'd really like a 2005 BotCon Ratchet.
You know what else I'd like?
Good luck.
I'd like Ravage.
Which one?
The one based on Beast Wars.
Oh, he wants the Tripredicus agent.
No,
the X9?
Agent. Yes, the X9. The Tripredicus agent is different completely.
Yeah, he went the X9 out of Japan.
Whatever.
They don't sell those. I rarely see those on eBay anymore. I mean, I should have bought one years and years ago and just paid the $100 for it. Because nowadays you're not going to see them at all. It's a shame.
Yes,
it would be easier to get the BotCon Tigertron.
Oh yeah, and you can repaint it.
Oh, you buy the repaint so you can repaint it again. Yo, dog, I heard you like repaints, so we repainted your repaint.
I'll custom it for you.
Yeah.
And I think this is what I'm going to be getting with my my credit once I am credited with my BBTS account. The blue Transmetal Optimus Primal.
Wow.
Really?
He's blue.
You know, there's some that are purple in some parts of the world.
I know, but that's rare.
You know what else?
I think that's the Japanese one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What one? The purple one?
The purple one.
Yeah.
Yes, I have that Optimus Primal. In fact, I have all of the Beast Wars Primals.
The blue one or the purple one?
I have the blue one.
Oh, yeah, I got
like
the blue
important ones.
I've got a purple one.
And I have the purple Megatron.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, other than that, so I sold that to BBTS. I'm getting myself out of financial debt, so I had to sell some of my other toys as well, so I'm waiting on payment for those. Other than that, not much else is really going on with me, and like Steve said about 5 minutes ago, let's get into some episodes.
I don't believe it. Believe it. This isn't even one of the bigger ones.
No residual carbon scoring. Man, these sparks didn't go offline. They were removed.
Then they're still alive?
Somewhere.
Silverbolt, is this what happened to you? I will find you, or avenge you.
Just get connected! I'm actually seeing inside his mind. Hey, what's going on? Having trouble steering? Wait a minute. I plug into Turret Beak and get back my own memories? Still, this is my big chance to finally find out what happened when we came back here.
Megatron! He's trying to break free!
Well, that's the end to him! And us!
We did it! We're out of transwarp space!
What's even better spots? That's Cybertron. We're home.
Why are they attacking us?
Oh, man. I don't remember any of this.
Redtrap, stay focused! You must complete the mission!
Oh, no.
So today we are going to be talking about the Revelations 3-parter. This is part 1, Discovery. The Maximals discover a junkyard facility where the robot shelves of the missing Transformers are stored. Meanwhile, Black Arachnia and Thrust discover a fatal attraction for one another. Dun dun dun.
Sounds like a movie.
Yeah, where's Michael Douglas and Glenn Close when you really need them?
Who really needs them? We already got enough bad examples in this episode. What the hell do we need them for?
So I think I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Steve, why don't you give your thoughts first?
On the episode?
Yes, on the episode. What else would I be fucking talking about?
The chicken.
Stop choking your chicken, damn it.
You're the one that's practicing.
No.
Yes, anyways,
we're all adults here. You can admit it. It's all right. Sorry.
Anyways, I like how Rat Trap starts off in the episode by complaining about his shitty robot mode. and how much his body is useless. And then Black Arachnia is like, don't underestimate it, Rat Trap. It's ugly, too.
That was funny.
Why is it every time we find a prime piece of real estate, we gotta be evicted by these clowns?
Which leads you right back to, we're running away! Run away!
Yep.
Yes. Anyways, I like how they start off by being cornered with Thrust, and Rat Trap is figuring out that not everybody's sparks were extinguished; they were removed. And then Black Arachnia, of course, wants to go on a suicide mission to try and use some of this goo that Rat Trap's engineered. But yeah,
you're jumping way ahead.
Yes, I'm losing my mind.
The goo
is bouncing off.
The goo doesn't happen until a much later episode.
The Gouda?
Anyways, because Rat Trap knows about the sparks being taken anyway, Black Arachnia is thinking Silverbolt is one of the Viacon generals. Unfortunately, not really knowing which one. She wants it to be Thrust, but rather there's a odd thing that she figures out anyway.
Yeah.
As far as he's concerned.
Yeah, we don't even get to figure that out just yet.
What does she figure out?
Which spark is in
keep
which
talking,
vehicle?
Steve.
Oh. Well, it kills me because Thrust is casting Silverbolt's shadow. So
I think they did that on purpose to throw you off.
Yeah, it's like, are they beating us over the head with it? I mean, and then, Yeah, dumbass. I know.
I know you know, but we're not trying to spoil it.
But what I'm saying, without giving anything away, what I'm saying is, the visual cues are there to beat you over the head with the insinuation that Thrust is Silverbolt.
Mm-hmm.
And Thrust is remembering all these things that make it seem as if he is Silverbolt. Mm. He responds to the name Silverbolt. So it's like, okay, how much more proof do we need?
Well, he is a red herring, so...
Pretty much.
We don't find that out till later, but... Moving on.
But anyways, yes, they come across the spark extractors. The massive one. It looks like something they stole from, Reboot or something.
I was thinking it looked like the Alien Queen. And it
Give
would
me all your sparks.
Something like that.
It's almost like a mother brain.
Or, are we on the right episode? Because
I'm talking about how, just kind of how it looks. It's got its own little mind, its own little head, and then it's got these little kind of tentacle things that want to take the sparks out.
Yeah, but you're jumping ahead to, part 2, though, because...
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
They show it in this episode, though. But I mean, as far as the way it looked, to me, it looked like the Alien Queen because it's got this big, broad, flat head, and it's huge and it's kind of tethered to the wall. You don't actually see its legs. Maybe they're tucked underneath them, and you kind of half expect Black Arachne to be like, "Get away from him, you bitch." They don't actually say it, but it's there.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, the machine does pick them up and try to extract their sparks.
Yep.
And Black Arachnia blows it up.
Oh, okay. I know what I was thinking of. I was thinking of later when... Shut up. I was thinking of later when Jetstorm actually does extract her spark. Never mind.
Anyways. But yes, she realizes that that's Megatron's main factory for stealing them. And of course, Primal is going bananas, literally, in this episode, giving them shitty command decisions, and Cheetor's like, man, what is he getting us into?
But I want to say it was Nightscream who said, oh, this isn't even the biggest graveyard. There are massive graveyards that are, put this to shame. And yet Black Arachne is like, this is the main facility where, I'm thinking, no, there's probably more than one. This is probably just a small one. They've probably got, the size of the factories we've seen so far, especially the one that made tanks in the last episodes, you can imagine there's a much bigger facility with like dozens of these, big spark-extracting queens lined up.
Yes.
At least that's the way I saw it. I was thinking it might be that way. But, you got to think of the logistics. How difficult would it be to set up these... we're literally talking like concentration camps here. This is like, send them to the showers, right? You've got huge lines of Transformers walking into these buildings and really not coming back out. So you got to think, how do you even begin to build something like that?
I don't know.
Well, first you start with a shovel.
Yeah, well, you can't even use a shovel because at this level everything's metal. You got to dig a little bit deeper. But yeah, this is literally like the Cybertronian version of Auschwitz here.
Yeah.
And Megatron is Hitler.
Oh,
exactly. Yeah.
Only he's much more intelligent.
Well, he wasn't, riddled with syphilis and high up on whatever the hell his doctors were giving him.
But he was full of bestiality.
Oh boy!
Watch your History Channel, kids. I don't remember seeing anything about that on the Nazi channel.
See a TBO earlier episode, Megatron versus Barney fight.
Oh,
I thought you were saying that Hitler was into bestiality.
Oh, he was saying Megatron.
Like I said, you don't actually pick that up on the Nazi channel. So
wait, that's where Barney came from.
Oh God,
it's Germany.
Oh Christ!
Teletubbies, that's where they came from, actually.
Yeah.
I thought Teletubbies were British.
You know what? They came from somewhere over there.
Yeah, they're British.
And they're blasphemy.
Because it was like
they teach kids to hold purses, no matter what gender they are.
Okay, so just to clarify just a little bit, the reason why Steve brought up the Megatron fucks Barney thing is over on the website at GeekCastRadio.com we had a bunch of people commenting on episode 21 of TBU and about their hatred or lack of hatred for Nightscream, and I said, ooh, Megatron has a new playmate. Megatron fucks Nightscream now.
Oh, as opposed to Barney?
Yeah.
See, now, if we really wanted to have a ringtone, let's say a Beast Unleashed ringtone that we didn't have to worry about being sued over, maybe we would get sued over. I was going to say the Megatron singing Megatron fucking Barney in the ass would be an excellent ringtone.
That would be a $5.99 download.
Well, I was going to say, because it wouldn't include the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song, but it would include,
It would include this song in the background and be like, "Give her to me, baby."
Oh my god. Oh, Christ.
So wrong. I would pay 99 cents for that. But, it would probably get our asses sued just as easily as...
All you'd have to do is take a loop sound of Megatron going, "Yes. Oh, yes. Excellent." Just back and forth. And then Barney going, "I love you." "Shut up, bitch. I'm not done."
I'm telling you, we'd make a fortune.
We'd make a killing on that, as well as the depth charge fish pants.
Just before they sued us. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Remember, kids, plausible deniability.
We don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, you got anything else, Steve?
Yes, Jetstorm makes a Pokemon reference.
Yeah.
Gotta catch them all. I thought he was talking about minicons.
No,
No.
he's like, well, all I need's a spider, and I've got the whole set. Gotta catch them all.
That's actually the same thing that Megatron said toward the end of Beast Wars, and I can't remember which episode it was.
Master Blaster.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I almost have the whole set.
That's what we call recycling lines here.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Well,
it was funnier from Jetstorm, though.
That's
Yeah.
sarcastic.
Everything's better from Jetstorm.
Until he dies.
Oh,
Let's not go there now.
Yes. They used models from Generation 1 characters seen in Beast Wars Agenda Part 3.
Yeah.
Some of the corpses are Prowl and Soundwave.
Yep.
I was looking for that, and I didn't really see it.
I did.
I mean, they were so jumbled up, I couldn't really tell.
I noticed them the first time I saw them, too.
It wasn't as noticeable as like Soundwave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Soundwave was a carbon copy model for all the damage models for the old Transformers in this series. I mean, that's just the way it is.
But he looked cool.
You look cool, yeah. Anything else, Steve?
No.
Okay. I guess I will get my notes out of the way here.
As you burp.
Yeah, sorry.
Judicious use of mute.
Yes, I don't have the Skype window open. If Primal was still Optimal Optimus, his arm would have been able to reach Rat Trap instead of Rat Trap putting his tail up.
True.
And I
putting his tail up.
I just
give it to me, baby.
Jetstorm.
Just Rat Trap putting his.
I have a rat.
Right.
With an ass. A rat's ass.
You can't have my rat's ass. I don't give a rat's ass.
I really hate how they treat Rat Trap. Just not just this episode, but just the entire series.
Yeah, I know. They kind of throw him by the wayside a lot. They give him the shaft on just about everything.
Yep.
Right. It's like, he's kind of in trouble now because he's got, inferior hardware, but he really did a lot previously.
And see, that's the problem, though. I know that this technically is, at the time that Beast Machines was made, they were looking at it as a completely new series. Hasbro was looking back to getting into the vehicle Transformers. But we all know this is continuity because you're using the same characters from Beast Wars and continuing that story almost onto Cybertron. But it's like they're ignoring everything that Rat Trap did in Beast Wars whatsoever, and they just think he's a useless rat.
Yeah.
Take our slag, Birdbot. Hello, I'm a bat.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Tankor's a lot of fun.
Now, you would have thought, for as dumb as Tankor is, that they would have put someone equally as dumb instead of in the body they put him in.
Tankor? Or,
the Spark.
Oh, no, I just think it's interesting the way they did it, because it's like...
They did opposite.
If you have, like, a split personality, and the smart person is actually repressed, and the dumb person is controlling the body.
Yeah.
That would, I mean, it makes for an interesting dichotomy and a very cool plot twist.
Oh yes. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think Jetstorm is my favorite Viacom general out of the three so far. Auctioneer Jetstorm. I'm sorry, victims cannot make a bid. Because he's doing the whole auctioneer thing. 1 maximal, 2 maximal, all this, and then he goes, and when Primal goes to fire back at him, he's like, I'm sorry, victims cannot make a bid. I don't know, I laughed at that. That was so funny.
Yeah, I think he's got a lot of really good lines.
Yeah.
But I mean, you've got one general who basically has Hulk speak.
Yep.
Drunk Hulk, tank or smash,
Yep.
tank or pulverize. And then you've got one that's, a man of few words. I think like this episode is probably the most he says at all, really. I mean, just in these minor, here and there conversations with Black Arachnia. Whereas Jetstorm is talkative. He won't shut up.
Yep.
He's always saying, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to be something entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's just cool. He's a cool bad guy.
Have you guys ever seen Titan AE?
Yeah.
Yes.
You remember the character Goon?
Vaguely.
The little guy that John Leguizamo voiced, little four-eyed alien-looking thing on the ship. Tankor getting sleepy. Tankor need nap, just like Goon in Titan AE.
I don't remember that at all, but
Okay.
honestly, I try to block anything having to do with John Leguizamo out of my mind.
Well, the only two things I actually like him in was Titan AE and Super Mario Brothers, so...
Oh, God, Super Mario Brothers. To be honest, there's huge swaths of the Spawn movie that I don't remember at all.
Yeah, I wasn't that interested in Spawn either. I've seen it. I
was interested. When it came out, I was a huge Spawn fan.
Yeah.
And was, massively disappointed. Anyway. So John Leguizamo. Yeah, that's a name that I almost completely repressed from my memory. Thank you for bringing that up, like a bad paper
all right.
cut.
And Steve, actually, I am surprised Michael didn't chime in with this after Steve didn't read, but said the Jetstorm line of "Gotta catch 'em all," because right after that, Jetstorm gets blasted. Jetstorm blasting off again. Ping.
Was it?
Because right after he says "Gotta catch 'em all," someone shoots him, and he goes blasting off, spinning into infinity.
Team Rocket goes blasting off again.
Ding.
I
didn't catch that. I totally would have brought it up if I had written it down or something, but no. I didn't have a whole lot of notes for this one, to be honest.
I didn't have a whole lot of notes for the third part, then I went back and rewatched it and made a little bit more, but I've got just 2 more on this one. Actually 3. Thrust asks Black Arachnia what is wrong with her positronic brain. The only time I have ever heard this term, other than this episode, was in iRobot.
I want to say, and Steve would know right off the top of his head, isn't that what Data had?
Yes.
Okay, well...
In Star Trek Next Generation,
Yeah.
Data had a positronic brain.
Data, Lore, and B9.
Okay, it's been a while since I've seen TNG, so... Hey, if the ape...
Flushed. God. You lose it.
If the ape ain't thinking clearly, the cat must take over. However, Optimus starts to realize the depths of his guilt.
He gets his depth charges.
The depths of his guilt. I think
he has charged his depths.
No, I think that he just basically loses it and just bolts right through the middle of a battle. Just oblivious to everything else. And it's like, hey, wake the hell up. You're being shot at and you're leaving all your buddies back here to get shot at. Hey, guy with the huge shields on his arms, maybe you can come back here and help us out a bit. But instead, he's trucking it over to where Black Arachnia is.
Yep. I know Michael doesn't like the mushroom cloud fire effects. However, The fire with them running from it and the freeze frame showing them in both in robot mode and in beast mode as the factory blows up. That was an awesome effect.
That was another one of those bright lights behind us, and we're nothing but silhouettes.
It was still awesome.
It was very, I don't want to say action movie-ish, where there's a big explosion behind us and we all go, ah, and pose in mid-flight. But that's basically what it was. I mean, there was no background at all. The background it was almost like they're all running toward the camera against a green screen, and they replaced that with fire. It's like you can see Rat Trap running on something, but there's no ground. It's just fire behind him, under him, everywhere around him. It's just fire. And I don't know. It was all right. I'm starting to get sick of the bright lights behind us, so all you can see is the silhouette. I mean, it's nice that they use it occasionally, but I think at this point they're starting to overuse it a bit.
Yeah.
So what else do you have for this episode, Michael? Because that was it for my notes.
Well, I just think this is the beginning of where Cheetor starts to doubt Optimus Primal's ability to lead. And, it's like, it's one thing when, you're wore out, you're tired, you can't hack it right now. That's cool. I got your back. I'll cover it. Don't worry. But here it's, dude, you're just batshit insane, and we can't follow you in this condition. So it's not even like, let me shoulder the load for you. It's, I'm taking command. You're not fit. I'm taking command.
And see, the funny thing about that is, though, throughout the whole episode up till that point, Night Scream was a little bitch that was saying that, do this, somebody else needs to lead. And then Cheetor kept defending Optimus because deep down, Cheetor does want Optimus in command. He even said so. I wanted you back in command, but if you're going to make shitty decisions like this, then I'm taking over.
It's like, if you're going to go batshit and dart across the battlefield with everyone shooting at you and us, then clearly you're not thinking straight. And, he's got this on his shoulders. I kill the planet. How do you live with yourself at that point? And he's just not doing a very good job of it. What kills me is at the end when Cheetor's like, look, I'm taking over. His face, I don't want to say his face is dirty because we haven't actually seen damage models in this series. The damage models that were so prevalent in Beast Wars, which were so cool, don't show up at all here. No. But his face is darkened, and I'm thinking, is that stubble? Is that like beard stubble? Is he like, look, you're making an old man out of me, and look, I got stubble now. That's what it seems like to me. It just kind of looked like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's that. Speaking of new CGI models that we hadn't seen before, Thrust flashbacks are awesome because they have great new models of Black Arachnia in her Beast Wars bodies.
Yep.
Yes, in all of their bodies.
Yeah, even in creepy spider mode. And that's neat. I actually had to stop and look at those screen by screen.
Yeah, the flashbacks don't happen in the first part, do they? Though.
No, they happen in this episode. At least Thrust's flashbacks do.
Oh, his first flashbacks of her, right? And then the team because he's like
in
they
this
don't look happy.
I almost remember, and then he's thinking back, and he sees her, and he sees her, first in her regular mode. And then he sees her in her Transmetal 2 mode. And the Transmetal 2 mode just is awesome. And again, they keep making these strides. But I think they made an entirely new model for her. Which is interesting because she only showed up for like a second or two at the most.
Yeah. But
it was still cool to see. And later on we see some more. But it reminds us that with the increasing computational ability, the models are going to get better. The graphics are just leaps and bounds better, and if we could do the same thing today, if we could go back and rescue some of these old models and bring them back, we could have a killer show. Just killer. But yeah, so I really like those models. I wish that he could have maybe flashed back for a couple more minutes and thought about her some more, so that we could see some more.
Oh, we see some more coming up in part 2, though.
Some more of
No, not of Black Arachnia per se, but more of old animation stuff.
Well, there's I don't want to say part 2, but I know that in part 3, they've got the Rhinox renderings.
Well, in part 2, they have the scenes from the past. What happened at the end?
Oh, yeah.
So we'll get to that.
Yeah, okay. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, those were good too.
We'll get to that. What else you got?
That's about it. We can go unless you want to recap something.
Okay. You have any other thoughts before we move on to the second part, Steve?
No.
So part 2 is subtitled Descent. Cheetor leads a dangerous mission to bring out Tankor's old maximal personality. In doing so, Rat Trap discovers a major clue to the Maximal's missing memories.
A dangerous mission.
Shut up.
If you should choose to accept it.
That's right. I'll take famous titties.
This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Suck it, Trebek.
Oh, you
Alright. This podcast will self-destruct in 41 minutes.
Podcast, good.
I'm sorry, but you are no David K. Grimlock from Animated.
Yeah, just shut your face.
I thought that was Tankor.
No, that was not Tankor. So I'm going to go first, because Steve stole a lot of my stuff last time.
You told him to.
Your thunder, bitch.
Tree swinging, spark following monkey.
Yeah, he did that.
As the episode opens, because he's supposedly hooked up to the Oracle or the Matrix or whatever.
The orifice.
He's hooked on phonics.
I was surprised that they didn't use his early Beast Wars model again, because he's clearly in a jungle planet. He's swinging through the trees, and to me, it just seemed out of place to see his new trans-organic body.
But the difference is, and the reason why we didn't see that is because the jungle planet is Cybertron. The Matrix is showing him, because I've watched these episodes 3 times now. The Matrix is trying to show him, bring back the organic, but they're not telling him yet to meld the two. The technological and the organic. The way that these episodes are spawning out so far is they're saying that Megatron is purely technological and that Optimus is purely on nature or the organic side.
Right. Or at least, well, I don't think he's purely on the organic side.
Not him himself, but his cause. I should have said his cause.
No, I think that what he's saying is he actually comes out and says, I don't know if it's this episode or the next, but no, it's the next episode where he actually says, I understand what's going on. The planet used to be organic, but now it's purely technological, and the Oracle wants us to merge the two together and find a balance. It's not. I don't think he's actually saying, "Oh, we need an organic planet," but what he is saying is, we need to find a happy medium between the two.
Not yet. Not even the next episode. He doesn't find that out till the end of season. He doesn't find that out until the end of this season.
That's actually what he says in the next episode.
No, that's not what he says. He says that they were sent to prehistoric Earth to bring back the organic natures, to restore nature to Cybertron, is what he says in this 3-parter.
Right, but what and Steve, back me up here, man. What he says is the Oracle wants us to find a balance between the two. He says the word balance. He's always saying balance.
I don't think he says it right away, though.
He doesn't fully realize.
He doesn't realize it until
the balance thing until end of the line, the season finale, where he's like, "Oh no, it can't be. Cybertron can't be purely organic or purely technological. It has to be balanced, but he doesn't realize that until he's killed all his buddies at the end of season 1.
Well, I don't think he realizes till episode 1 of season 2, when the Oracle says, "Hey, look, dumbass."
That's right. The big battle at the end of season 1 carries in. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so Optimus is pretty much exiling himself from the group. You know, you would think that he would entrust them, and that again goes back to my whole thing of they have all the continuity from Beast Wars as far as the characterization. You know, he doesn't have to do this alone, but they wrote him in this like he still has to.
Well, yeah, basically the way I saw it is once Prime was primal, once Optimus was taken out of command, he becomes this mad old hermit, and he's like, hey, how about you guys go do your thing, and I'll sit down here next to my Stargate and commune. And they're like, okie doke.
Yep. Again, get off Thrust's nuts, Black Arachnia. You won't like the result.
They spend an awful long time trying to hammer that fact in your head that Thrust is actually Silverbolt.
Well, she does want to spin his wheels.
Take him out for a drive.
Play with his spokes.
Oh, Jesus.
Put a baseball card in it, listen to it.
Did you say baseball card?
Yeah, it's a baseball card. In the spokes.
Oh, okay, baseball card. Okay, yeah. Speaking of baseball cards, Cheetor is a baseball announcer. I loved that. That was so awesome.
Swing, batter, batter, batter.
Swing Batty.
Yeah, that was from Jetstorm. Swing, Batty, Batty, Batty.
Yeah, Jetstorm gets all the good lines.
Yep. So, as we said before, scenes from the past, animation from the end of Beast Wars, yay. I have a real problem with this flashback. And my problems are as follows. So, in the flashback, even though they are surprised to be fired upon once returning to Cybertron, Primal and Cheetor just run. Hello, they could have flown, duh. And I mean before the virus hit them.
Maybe they didn't make it very far. I mean, it's possible that they just made it off the landing platform.
I don't know.
That's as far as you get. They hit the ground running and, oh, fuck, I'm dead.
And when the transformation virus pods hit Silverbolt, they show him for a brief moment, then never show him. What could he have de-evolved into? He was never transmetal. He was
yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He turned into a puppy with wings. So cute. So cute we can't even see it. We would die of cuteness.
And my final note for this part was this was more epic of a going offline for Black Arachnia than what happened in Beast Wars when she went offline inside the little cereal bowl of Rhinoxes.
Permanently.
Definitely. Yeah. No, it was definitely better because I mean it was literally like
she was dying.
I'm ripping out your heart. How you like them apples?
Oh man.
What? No, I mean seriously.
No, I know. It's just you said how do you like them apples? I'm thinking, and I wish I had a piece of glass to slam my hand up, and I'm thinking, there, I got a number. How do you like them apples from Good Will Hunting?
Good Will Hunting. Yeah, but yeah, that's basically it. It's like it was a very tense moment because he's. This isn't a very easy or quick process. It's like, all right, I got this big thing here, and there you go, and I'm going to drag your heart out of your body. There you go. And it's the whole time you're thinking, holy crap, they're not going to let her die, are they?
And regardless of our hatred of Nightscream, at least he reacted to it.
Yeah, the classic, no! How many no's have we had so far this series?
Just for Black Arachnia in this 3-parter, we've had 2. When she got underground with Thrust, Optimus said it, and now Nightscream. So just 2. so far.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm thinking in the series Y, there's got to have been at least 6.
Yeah, probably.
It is so overused. And the other one that's overused is period.
Yeah.
Follow Optimus Prime. Period. I mean, this is Cheetor's favorite word at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Period. My monthly flow. Period.
Yeah. Okay, then.
As I say, with period.
Period. Do what I say. Period.
Steve, what did you have for this one?
Well, I like that Primal goes on his little hunting mission in the Allspark and basically, again, loses his mind, becomes delusional. I like that Rat Trap discovers, about Rhinox, but to begin with, he thinks that it's him. And then he's like, wait a minute, how's it me? How does Tankor have memories of me? And then he realizes it's Rhinox because he sees his own body fall on the ground.
I think it would have been better if he had, turned his head and saw a rat trap over there and said, okay, maybe it's not me, it's somebody else, but they're in there with us, so it must be... But then that would kind of give it away right away who it was.
See, and that's the thing. That's why they never show you whose memories it really is until you see the Tankor model and you see the reflection from the visors.
Yeah.
Of the Tankor model that it is Rhinox's memories.
Well, yeah, at that point I think you only see his face.
Yeah.
Reflected. Yeah. No, the Tankor model comes out in part 3 and it's awesome.
Yep.
It really is very cool.
Yes. And then, of course, Cheetor's wanting to hardwire Rhinox to make him go maximal again, and Primal's like, no.
You can't do that. That would be very unmaximally.
And then Rhinox is sitting there accusing, Primal of being stupid and all of them.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I have an opinion either way on that. Part of me is like, yeah, stick around with his head until he's a good guy again. Because honestly, Rat Trap doesn't have his Ed 209 bodysuit anymore. You have 20 seconds to comply. So we need a giant tank on the team. Because, Tankor can't move very fast. He's not going to want to run all the time. He's going to be like, screw this, I'm blowing shit up. And I miss Rhinox. I mean, as underutilized as he was in Season 3, he was just, Season 3 of Beast Wars, I mean, he was just an awesome character in the first season, and to a certain extent to the second season,
right.
When they weren't focusing on Dinobot, which was almost every damn episode. But no, I mean, I really like Rhinox as a character, and I think it would have been cool to bring him back for a bit, especially in the giant ass Tankor body.
Well, they do.
I know they do, but they make him a bad guy.
I know, but...
So what I'm saying is that, yeah, go ahead and tinker in his head until he's a good guy again, because...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Like Primal said, that takes away free will.
I mean, aside from Dark Designs, I just can't really see Rhinox choosing to be a bad guy. And in Dark Designs, he didn't choose to be a bad guy. He got poisoned. Or something hit him. Like a retrovirus or something, and turned him evil.
Well, Megatron used the converter on him.
The reversal ray.
Yes.
The Make Evilinator.
The Make Evilinator, that's right. My deadly Innator.
Yes.
Yeah. Curse you, pair of the platypus! But yeah, I just don't like Rhinox being a bad guy. It bothers me.
Yeah, I kind of know what you are getting at there. I don't really like him as one either, but he seemed to fit the part.
Maybe, I suppose. I mean, basically, you've got Rhinox and Silverbolt on the shuttle going back, and they disappear. So, I guess we got to do something with him. Let's, I don't know, put him in Tankor or something.
What else you got, Steve?
I wish that Primal would have got away so he could have kept his optimal body. Could you imagine big-ass hands the size of Prime coming down and just squish, squish, squish? That's why they couldn't let him keep his body.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, they play it off. It's so lame. It's
I
like,
know.
oh, I've been shot with this thing, and now my metal body is turning into an organic body, and no, this doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, basically what they're saying is the transmetal bodies are what made them go to their lowest beast form, which is what actually saved them from going offline initially.
Well, no, it's a de-evolving virus.
I understand that, but if you're a Fusor or if you're a classic, Generation 1 robot, you're pretty much fucked as soon as you get hit with this virus.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So if you're transmetal, you're pretty much good up until the point where you can't transform. But you're still online.
Yeah.
You just don't know what happened before that.
Well, for a couple of hours.
Or a couple of episodes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, basically. I mean, no, they all got reformatted in that, I want to say the first episode.
Yeah.
But, I mean, because basically they were all like, great, we're going to die because we can't transform and we have this build-up or whatnot, and we're going to die.
I meant as far as the not remembering part for a couple of episodes.
Oh, well, that's the screwy part, is why did your brain... I actually thought that maybe they were captured. They were sedated, taken, and then had surgery to pull out chunks of their memory or something. I mean, it's just so trite to blame the virus for everything. Well, we have no memory. Ooh, it's the virus. Oh, somehow we're in our Beast Wars bodies. Oh, it's the virus. Oh, all these problems we're having, and it must be the virus. It's just, there's a certain amount of suspension of disbelief that I just can't muster this time around.
Since Steve is talking about the transformation stuff and that whole scene, I forgot to bring up earlier. In the ship, Cheetor goes, "Why are they shooting at us?" Rat Trap says, "Hello, they don't recognize us in these metal fur coats."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that they would recognize an Autobot shuttle?
Yeah, really.
It's not. It's like, in World War II, you're looking across the sea and you see a boat, and it's like, okay, I can tell by the shape of the boat that it's a good guy boat or a bad guy boat. It's not the people on the boat. It's you can tell by the silhouette of the vessel. Now tell me that they're not going to recognize an Autobot shuttle.
But I think this goes back to the fact that Megatron had fallen off the ship into the space-time warp, and he got to Cybertron first. That's why they were fighting upon them.
He had already taken control of the planet at that point, and said, "Oh, here they come!" Right on schedule.
He's like, in about 3, 2, okay, capture him. No time for this crap. Come on, kiddies, I got a movie to go see at about 12 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like, it's about time you guys showed up. I had to take care of the whole planet. I got the scar across my face.
And you guys couldn't even show up on time.
And I had to make a harness for me to fit into. I mean, geez, honestly.
My dragon head and I have to go to the movies, damn it.
We're going to go see...
How do you put your arm around your own arm? Kind of reaching around his arm and groping a little bit, trying to feel for some boob,
First he takes it off. Then he mounts it in the chair next to him.
Oh, shit.
And then he's got 2 hands to play with the dragon head.
The dragon says, "Pass me some popcorn." It's like, I can't. My arm's over in that chair.
Then he goes, "Rawr."
At this point, he's just playing with himself.
Anything else, Steve?
Get it? It's himself in the chair.
Yes. Cheetor's got a funny line. "As of this moment, we're going on the offensive," Black Ratnia says. "And who are we offending today?"
I love that.
Yes.
I'm offended.
Yes, I like that.
Mm. So is that it?
Other than that, I pretty much... I think it's cool that they finally show some of what happened
Yep.
post Beast Wars, pre Beast Machines, but yeah, it's still kind of
Hey,
an
at least it's
excuse
something.
more so than anything else.
Yeah, I'm glad they showed us, but I'm actually kind of aggravated because they're just insulting our intelligence at this
Well,
point.
the ones that could fly, I'm sorry, they would have got away.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
The other point that they're really trying to insult our intelligence is Red Trap has bombs.
Yeah.
It's like he's bitching and whining, oh, this body's worthless, and oh, my body sucks ass, and then, hey, look, I got a bomb. It's like, you know what? Your body sucked ass in the last series, but you had bombs in your arms.
They
And that
always make them in their plants.
Still, I mean, that's like that was his go-to weapon was, well, aside from his guns, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, he had bombs in his forearms. He could just pull one out and chuck it over his shoulder, and that was it.
Yeah.
You know, read it and die. Or what did he tell?
Read it and weep.
Read it and weep.
Read it and weep. I didn't know he said weep, but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like he told Tarantulas, he tosses him a bomb, and ta-da!
Got a couple of Billy bombs here with your name right on them. Eat them and weep.
Eat him and weep. That's
Eat him and weep. That's it. But that was, you know, that was his thing, and you know, true, he doesn't have a gun, but what's to stop him from picking up a pistol and putting it in his backpack, just like he did the bomb? I'm assuming.
Well, because miraculously they disappear into the dead zone, and they don't come back.
Oh, yeah, because when your head comes out of your ass and your arms suck back into your body, when you transform, that doesn't leave a whole lot of room to store guns.
No.
Yeah,
and you really have...
And he has this nice, convenient little handle that allows his maximal buddies to carry him around like a suitcase.
Yeah, well, he's put stuff back there before.
Well, you know, I just thought of something.
Get your hand out of my ass!
I can't believe it took me until now to think about this. If you look at Rat Trap's robot mode in Beast Machines, he's basically a hover round without the actual hover round. And he doesn't hover, but I mean, because the guy has no goddamn feet in robot mode. It's just two wheels. He's basically either a hover round or a fucking scooter.
No, he kind of looks like a paraplegic in a wheelchair.
That's kind of sad, actually.
It does. You know, he's got a little sign, a Vietnam vet, you know, please give, you know.
What did you have for the second part for notes, Michael?
That's pretty much it. I was aggravated about Rat Trap having bombs. Why the hell does he have a bomb and not a gun? You know, because that was his thing. He was a sharpshooter. You know, why wouldn't he have a gun? I mean, you got to think. Every dead Transformer doesn't have a rocket launcher mounted on its shoulder. You know, you could literally, you know, you could cut off one of their arms, and I'm sure there's a glass gun or, you know, something, you know, in there that's going to pop out when you push the right button. It just didn't make any sense to me. And you know, the whole Tankor is Rhinox revelation was very cool. I mean, especially when Rat Trap gets into him. He plugs in his tail, he dials in, and there's no dial tone. Beep 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 beep.
Yeah.
It was actually what I thought was cool was the old handshake sound. Yeah, and this might be before your time, but in the days of dial-up, you know, where you actually had to have a modem that would call your ISP and connect, and it would be like, it would make that sound.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's called a handshake sound. But it was literally, you know, when he was able to hook in, it made that boom, boom, boom sound.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool, because I haven't heard that in years.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that was like, you know, one of the sounds you wanted to hear.
That was the bane of our existence.
Well, no, I mean, when you know, the worst part is when you tried to dial up and you didn't hear that sound.
Yep.
And it's like, oh crap, something's wrong. Their modem's bad, my modem's bad. There's something wrong with the phone line, something wrong with the phone company, you know, and now I can't get my porn. What the hell?
And on that note, I think we should move on to part 3. So, Part 3 is subtitled Apocalypse. Nightscream fights to retrieve Black Arachnia's stolen spark. Meanwhile, Optimus is able to contact Rhinox's spark, but Rhinox deals him a major surprise.
Surprise! It's a birthday party. How did you know? You guys, you shouldn't have.
Oh, man. So by this point, we know that Rhinox, or Tankor, is Rhinox, and Rhinox is in Tankor. But the Rhinox personality isn't quite out yet. He comes out briefly, and Cheetor is trying to teach him to come out. Oh, God, that sounds so horrible.
Yeah.
But my first note was, it's when Rat Trap and Cheetor are on the mission to, retrieve Rhinox's memories and all that stuff. And they go, Rat Trap asks him, how's this plan of yours supposed to work again? And then Tankor is all over there chasing them, and they run up this little post, and then Rat Trap says it back to him. Or he says it back to Rat Trap. Says it back to Rat Trap. How's this plan of yours supposed to work again?
We're just going to run up the St. Louis Arch and hide here for a bit.
I am serious. Go ahead.
Well, no, exactly. I mean, they run up the arch, and he says, this way, and they get up to the top of it, and why don't they just slide down the other side?
I know it.
Does that make sense? I didn't get it.
It's like, jump to the other one. I am seriously missing my old turbojets right about now.
He remembers.
Oh, yeah. I know this isn't saying much, but could Jetstorm be Val Kilmer and Nightscream be Tom Cruise because of Jetstorm's line, nice moves, kid, but around here, I'm Top Gun.
Oh, you're digging really deep there. I'm like, Val Kilmer? It's like, whoa, that really bad Batman?
Hey.
Was it that one?
No. The really, really bad Batman was fucking George Clooney. That was the really bad Batman.
No, I think Val Kilmer was the really bad one.
No.
I could be wrong.
You are wrong.
All those crappy ones kind of blur together. Sorry.
Hello, Dark Designs Rhinox. It's more so, I wrote that down more so as a callback to that episode, more so rather than his actual coloring in this episode, but I mean,
that would have been awesome too if they would have used his Dark Design coloring.
Yep.
Yeah. I still think they should have made a repaint toy out of that one.
Oh, yes.
I would buy that for $1.
Stop saying that. I've actually blocked and reported that guy as spam. I hate that crap on Twitter.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
There's a guy that I don't know if it's a robot or not, but when you mention RoboCop in a tweet, he responds with, "I'd buy that for $1." And it's I forget the guy's name, but his Twitter handle is for $1. And for me, one of the coolest, most memorable parts of RoboCop is that commercial, and they keep showing it over and over and over again. And he's like, "I'd buy that for $1." I think that's just so cool. And then he retweeted, or when he responded to me, I thought that because we talked something about RoboCop. I forget what I said, but he responded, and I thought that was so cool that I retweeted it and then favorited it.
Oh, Jesus.
And if the listeners are not on Twitter, they're not going to understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, I didn't realize you were so hostile against. I'd buy that for $1.
No, I'm not really hostile against it. I just said I blocked the guy and reported it as spam.
I'd buy that for $1. I love that.
So getting back to Revelations Part 3 here.
Yes.
Final note here, and I'm surprised Steve hasn't brought it up already, but. They make a mention of Megatron throughout the three-parter, but this entire three-parter never featured Megatron at all, not even once.
No, unfortunately not.
Steve has no lines.
Lame.
I'm surprised. Even in the first episode where, it's like, why are we here? What the hell's going on? And what is this virus? And blah, blah, blah. Even then, they had at least one line from Megatron at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, him laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't much, but it was something. Yeah.
Well, Oh no! Well, I guess you could count this, but when Optimus was, when we first see his vision, when I mentioned in the first part of the 3-parter here about the tree swinging, spark following monkey. At the end of that, you see Megatron, and he blows this green dust at you. But I mean, there was no speaking lines throughout the entire 3-parter, other than he laughed maybe a half a second in that little bit.
Yeah. He had just had, like, cabbage and garlic and was breathing on you.
Maybe Mr. K needed a day off that day.
Yes.
It's like, what exactly did he do in the studio? Oh, don't bother coming in. And he's thinking, shit, I'm fired. I'm fired.
So, Michael, what did you have for this one?
A couple of things. Again, going back to the dream state that Optimus Primal finds himself in. He's on an organic planet, and these metal vines pop out of the ground and transmetalize all the plants, which are his friends. Kind of weird, but this is kind of foreshadowing the key to Vector Sigma.
Right, but again, like I've told you previously in this episode, because they're on Cybertron, the Oracle is trying to show him that it's not a different planet that's organic, it's Cybertron. They're telling him that Cybertron was once organic. I mean, they even make mention of the tree in Night Scream's chamber.
Yeah, I'm just not going to buy it that the planet was once organic and, metal ropes came out of the ground and transmetalized the whole planet. I mean, that doesn't make any sense for me.
Okay.
It's metal tentacle porn here. Nobody expects the metal tentacle porn. There's a scene where Tankor actually breathes fire.
Yep.
And I'm like, what, he breathes fire now? What the hell? I mean, it was kind of a cool effect, but it was unexpected. But what I really dig is the big saw blades come out of his wrists.
Oh yeah.
Like when he's trying to tear down the St. Louis Arch.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, wah! And he just reaches out and grabs it and just saws right through it. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
And not, as some people like you may point out, because it's a throwback to, or maybe a nod, possibly an homage or a mention to Rodimus. Or Hot Rod, I should say, back in the Transformers movie.
I didn't really see that for the Tankor model as a nod to
the saw blades.
Hot Rod's saw blade. I didn't even see that. I was thinking more of like, oh, so it's the chain gun of doom without the guns.
Something like that.
Chainsaw.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but no, I like that big old circular saws come out of his wrists. And speaking of Rodimus, Black Arachnia dies. Her sparks pulled from her body, and she goes to the Matrix. Kind of like Rodimus, except not on purpose. Because Black Arachnia is not a suicidal dumbass.
True.
Well, but the difference is
I short-circuited myself and became one with the Matrix.
But the difference is Thrust short-circuited her, and then they removed her spark.
Yeah, but I mean, that's how she got. I mean, she didn't physically have the Matrix in her chest. The only way you could visit it is to externalize your spark and be headed, because I'm assuming that they're, for the purposes of the story, they are mixing the Matrix with the Allspark. As far as they're concerned, it's the same thing. When you die, you mix with the Matrix, or you go, but your spark goes back to the Allspark, which is in the Matrix, part of the Matrix, associated with the Matrix somehow.
According to this show, the Matrix is the Allspark that gives the Transformers life.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got, Optimus, who's kind of swimming around in the Matrix, looking for answers, and then, oh, hey, Black Arachnia, how you doing? And she's like, fuck, I'm dead. You know, I mean, well, she doesn't want to admit that she's dead, and when she does find out she's dead, she kind of panics and freaks out a little bit. But you know, as I said, she's not a suicidal dumbass. She didn't reach into her chest and short circuit herself. You know, for the hell of it, she's actually being murdered here.
Right.
But yeah, I had to dig on Rodimus for a moment because I don't like him.
Well, that's your damn fault.
It's my damn fault. It's like someone who doesn't like Springer. What the hell for? Why the hell not?
There's a big difference. Springer's completely friggin' useless.
Yeah, but he doesn't try to kill himself.
I wish he would.
Even Springer shows up and says, "Damn, what'd Rodimus do? I don't know. He killed himself." It's like, well, he had it rough, but not that rough, you know. The yoke of leadership was not that heavy that he had to off himself. Anyway, since we're not talking about G1, we'll get back to Optimus and the ether. So Optimus is floating around in the ether, and he's back on the organic planet that, seen from above, kind of looks like a circuit board, which was kind of cool. I mean, I see what they're getting at here. And what does he find? He finds a kick-ass Rhinox model.
Yeah. Straight
out of Season 1 of Beast Wars. And it looks really, really cool. I mean, they kind of show him, I don't want to say in a weird fisheye lens kind of way, but they show him from weird angles, like from, you know, Hobbit sides vision, or looking up at him. And it's kind of weird, but I mean, you know, you only get to see it for a little while, but it looks really, really good.
He almost looks black.
Black.
Where his green parts are, like his face and stuff.
Yeah.
It almost looks like it's more of a dark hunter green, or even some sort of shade of black, not the bright green that he was in Beast Wars. Oh. But that could be akin to the fact that it's raining and it's nighttime.
Yeah. I kind of figured it was because it was dark outside and it was storming, and it was almost, you know, like Frankenstein, where it's dark and it's storming and there's lightning and it's alive. You know, there's Rhinox. But you know, we'll say it again. We need a new Beast Wars series with updated graphics, with new models, and it would be awesome. And I think that more than a few people would be excited to see that.
Original voice actors, please.
Unfortunately,
yeah, none of them are dead yet, so it's not like bringing back Starscream.
Oh, well, at least you had said Starscream and not Jazz. But anyway,
well, that would be nice too. But you know, Phil Lamar does a good Jazz.
Oh, he does. He does an excellent Jazz. But the thing with, you know, I agree with you guys. I would love to see an updated Beast Wars Beast Machine series. There's 2. And in the future, as of next year, there's 3 problems with that. And they all lead back to Michael Bay. Ever since those fucking movies came out, I seriously doubt Hasbro, unless there's some sort of fan outcry or somebody storms their offices demanding Beast Wars and Beast Machines, there's never...
I'm not going to have it.
Not in at least 10 years, maybe. Once they stop making live-action films, maybe it will happen. But until then, it'll never happen, unfortunately.
All right, well, what I find aggravating about the Bay movies is that you can have a perfectly good Transformers cartoon on the air, and the Bay movies will come along and kill it.
Yeah.
And, you know, we saw the same thing with Transformers Animated.
Yeah. Unless you make a movie version cartoon.
I don't even want to watch that at this point. I'm so not looking forward to that.
Okay, so back to your thoughts on
to digress. Let's say I dig hearing Rhinox's voice coming out of Tankor.
Yeah.
I just dig that. I like it a lot. I think that it again would have been really awesome to have a giant Tankor being a good guy, Rhinox. I think that would have been awesome. Lastly, and this is another one of those weird plot holes that I'm not really happy with, but The Matrix told you that it wants trees on Cybertron. It's like, God told me to build a satellite dish. I need a satellite.
I gotta watch me some cable.
Exactly. Well, it's like televangelists. God told me to be on TV. He told me I need a satellite. It's like,
You
no,
said to give me all your money.
That's right. And The Matrix told you it wants trees on Cybertron. Seriously? Okay, that's just fucked up. And if The Matrix sent you to Earth to come back as animals, why not just send someone to Plant World to come back as a plant?
Oh, but wait, there's...
That was my next line. Oh, wait a minute. They kind of do. Yeah, they're really thinking on this one. But, I don't think that, Covenant of Primus aside, I don't think that you can take the Beast Wars and assign that as, quote-unquote, will of God. The whole reason we went back to Earth was not because we were chasing Megatron, or that Megatron stole the golden discs, or that, we were unwittingly fulfilling the Covenant of Primus. It's because the Matrix made it so.
It's because, oops, I pooped my pants.
My pants are full. No, I don't buy it. It bothers me. I'm not gonna say that I don't think religion has a place in Transformers, but maybe I'll say that. I'll just come right out and say, maybe it doesn't. I can kind of understand where they'd be like, oh, the planet is our god, and but here it goes beyond that. It's like, it's not a physical entity. It's the will of the Matrix, which we've already stated is the sum total of all the sparks in their race.
Right.
So the Matrix knew ahead of time what was going on and directed you there. It's like, let's just take free will out completely. Maybe Megatron's got the right idea. Maybe Megatron says, hey, we don't need free will because I can rule everything perfectly, being the only sole mind. This is an oligarchy consisting of me. Maybe that's it, because here we're yanking free will out completely and saying, no, it was foretold by God.
And see, the other problem I have with this, now that you're bringing this up, is I know, it's weird.
Okay.
You have G1, okay, and as convoluted as G1 is, because it's all made up different stories, it's not really one continuous story like Beast Wars and Beast Machines is. You get to Beast Wars, and they bring in all this continuity from G1, different homages and all this and all that. You get to Beast Machines. Well, according to Optimus Prime, in G1, the Matrix is made up of all of the knowledge and wisdom in the world. You get to Beast Machines, and it's a living entity now? How the fuck did that happen?
Well, again, like I said, they're mixing up the Allspark with the Matrix. I mean, the Matrix in G1, well, when they finally made it up in the movie, the way they explained it was the accumulated wisdom of all of the Autobot leaders.
Right.
So literally, you've got, the brain pan of Autobot leaders all the way back to the first. And I'm thinking, early wise, I think there was supposed to have been like 10 leaders. Yeah. Since the dawn of time, and Optimus Prime was supposed to be like the 10th or something. And so you've literally got the thoughts and wisdom, all the good decisions that 10 strong leaders behind you have made, and you have that within you, and you can draw back upon it, and that makes you the wisest person ever. Millions and millions of years of wisdom compiled and living in your chest. And that's awesome. But here they're saying, oh wait, the Matrix is the Allspark. The Allspark being, where all dead souls go. Mm-hmm. This is, especially now that everyone's dead, it's like this huge writhing ball of sparks. But it's also the Matrix. They're things get confusing because the writer's terminology is just a wee bit off. It's kind of like how frustrated you get when you watch Michael Bay movies, in that it's like, wait a minute, the Allspark is a giant cube, and the Matrix is this weird tribal tattoo thing? What? Did the writers watch any G1 at all?
The Matrix was a boomerang.
Exactly. It's a bad tribal tattoo boomerang. But no, it's like that. It's frustrating. I mean, and at least with Beast Wars, or Beast Machines, to a certain extent, especially with Beast Wars and Beast Machines to a certain extent, you know that the writer's knowledge of G1 is limited, but you know, you try, again, it's that suspension of disbelief. You try to work it in your head so that it all fits in order to you know, rectify the canon.
And see, I'm really questioning and wondering, because it says in the commentaries, Bob Skier brings up several things, or he brings up the same point several times. Marv Wolfman wrote the Bible, the series Bible, to Beast Machines, which Wolfman was the one that brought back Optimus Prime and Return of Optimus Prime two-parter, and he had written several episodes in the Generation 1 original cartoon. So, but for some strange reason, Fox didn't want to work with him or something, so they had Skier and Eisenberg be the main writers, story editor, or whatever the hell credits they have, series producers.
Right.
Whatever it is, you know, and I'm wondering if they didn't, if they weren't in charge and Wolfman was, how would Beast Machines turn out? Is what we have on DVD now and on the screen back then in 99, 2001, is that what his vision was? I mean, I know they did a lot of collaboration with Marv, because I know Bob respects Marv a lot, and Bob didn't want to really take Marv's work. And that's why you see Marv writing a few of these episodes and stuff. But I'm wondering how much of Marv's original Bible is actually what this series is.
It's hard to tell, because I've read interviews with Bob Skier that basically say what I wanted to do was bring religion into Transformers.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, is that what you wanted to do, or is that what Marv Wolfman wanted to do? Because maybe Marv Wolfman had absolutely no interest in going that route. I mean, maybe he did. I can't imagine Marv Wolfman, who has this long history with Transformers, suddenly saying, I got an idea. Let's fuck up this planet. And, you know, first of all, we're going to insinuate that the core of the planet isn't, you know, Primus, but it is actually an organic core that wants to come back out and grow trees on the outside of the planet, and we're cool with that, because the Oracle, which is essentially, you know, the mind of Primus, let's say, it's, you know, the overriding consciousness of the planet. You know, the Oracle says that that's how it should be. You know, I don't see Wolfman saying that. I don't see that coming out in him. I could be wrong. Yeah. Maybe that's what he had in mind all along, but I really think that that was more of a Skier thing. Maybe it was Eisenberg. I don't know.
I'm not sure. So to digress, do you have anything else for Revelations Part 3?
No. Was this series not catered toward children? Because
I don't know.
Every series since then. I mean, what the hell was Armada and Energon? Oh God, Energon, and, you know, please rip out my eyeballs. And it was all catered toward kids, toward little kids, who they're hoping to peddle their wares to, and it was one big huge toy commercial. Why? Maybe it was just a unique point in time where the Beast Machines occurred, that they said, you know what, let's just write a really good story, and we'll make toys out of it, and maybe the kids will buy it. Yeah. Maybe not, you know. But, you know, the fact of the matter is that kids didn't get into the show.
Well, this is the thing too. Fox is known for their controversial shows, which, you know, of course, they had to screw it up with Beast Machines in some senses. I mean, they did really good in 90% of the area of Beast Machines. The religion is what kind of, I think, threw everybody over. And I think because this series was so dark, this also lends me to think, okay, this was only like a year, pretty much, after Season 3 of Beast Wars. And from everything I've read regarding the subject of dark glasses, why the fuck didn't they make dark glass if they're going this deep and dark in Beast Machines?
Yeah, exactly. And dark glass, from what I understand, isn't that deep and dark. It was just, not actiony enough.
Well, and from what I understand, there was a Gargoyles episode, a Disney program no less, that there's a character where, there's two entities, souls, fighting within one body. So
that would have been roughly the same thing.
And it would have been the same thing, and that was around the same time. And why couldn't they have done that?
I don't know. I mean, it's here I am to digress, of the opinion that maybe the reason Beast Machines only lasted 26 episodes is because the storyline was so out in left field, and the result, as of episode 26 is they screwed up the planet. At this point, it's like that trope. They ruined everything forever. It's like they ruined it so badly that they had to switch to a completely different canon to escape from it.
And see, that's the thing, too. I
Twice.
Don't think that they should have switched from this timeline. They had a good thing going. I mean, they could have still had, like, the Botcon comics and continued from here. And had, older Transformers still come back from away missions, have, some beasts that are the Techno-Organic, some that are the Beast Wars level, some that are, just everything.
Yeah. No, I mean, I kind of want to defend Hasbro's decision to go with a new canon at that point, because we would still be trying to justify Japanese canon at this point. How does them Argentinian repaints fit into the main canon? It's like, yeah, I'm all for saying just scrap the whole lot and start with a new canon. The Unicron trilogy, is that the canon we want? No, not really. No, not really. I mean, it's just so convoluted at this point. Because literally, I want to say it was the year 2000, maybe 2001, when they first announced Armada at BotCon. And they said, look at what we got here. And I thought, wow, that looks very Power Ranger-y. And Aaron Archer sat up there and said, and you may be thinking this looks a lot like Power Rangers. And what we're doing is every couple of years we're going to switch storylines, kind of like Power Rangers. You get a couple of years of, regular Power Rangers, and then a couple of years of, Dragon Power Rangers, and a couple of years of Ninja Power Rangers, and a couple of years of Rescue Vehicle Power Rangers. And none of those Power Rangers are related. They're all a new group of kids, and possibly even entirely different planets and mythoses. But, it's the same idea. And the names and the transforming will carry over from one line to another.
But there's always a crossover episode to link each Power Ranger series. Dun dun dun!
I don't know a whole lot about Power Rangers. I'm not going to say either way. But, what it comes down to is they're like, we're sick of trying to justify our canon across all these different toy lines in different countries and all these different years. Let's just scrap the whole thing and start over. And yeah, I understand their need to do that. I just don't like the way they executed it. But anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, to digress, we're just getting far afield here, and I'm just ranting. Evil, angry rants at this point.
Yeah.
And, we started off the show with, in 20 years, 30 years down the road, I'm going to die, and I probably won't be married anymore. And here I am ranting about, how much I hate Transformers and God shouldn't be in Transformers. I mean,
so basically,
where the hell have we gone? How did this happen?
So basically what you're saying is you're losing your Transformers religion.
That might be the best way to put it, yes.
Losing my religion. God, this is like the second time in 2 weeks that I've made that REM reference in two different shows. Holy crap. So, Steve, your thoughts on part 3 of Revelations Apocalypse?
Burn it.
Burn it.
I like Rhinox coming out finally. Da, da, da. But
coming out.
He came out of his robo shell, and he wants to be in Megatron's bed with him, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, it's other than that, there isn't really much to tell other than Tankor's got plans.
Tankor's got plans? I think it throws that his plans.
Same thing.
Oh.
No, technically it is Tankor's got plans because the episode ends with Tankor saying, or Rhine or Tank Knox, or whatever you want to call him. He says the next, enjoy it while you can, Optimus, because the next time we meet, it will not be as allies, or whatever the hell he says.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That's pretty much what he said. But, I mean, he didn't say, haha, I'm taking shit over now. Which, if Dark Designs is anything to draw from, he fully intends to take over from Megatron.
Oh, he intends to take over, but he intends to wipe out both Optimus and Megatron at the same time.
It'll be interesting to see how it pans out. Not giving anything away, but,
Spoiler.
Interesting. Yeah, exactly. Dun dun dun. Oh, crap. Sorry, I'm busy moving power core combiner limbs over here.
I think that about sums it up for the episode.
Stop playing with your power core thingamajiggers.
My thingamajigger? You would deny me the pleasure of playing with my thingamajigger? Come on, man.
I did not say that. Don't even... Oh, my God. Holy shit. Are we going to some quotes, or what the hell are we going to now? I think we're going to cut to a scene from the three-parter, and then we'll go to some quotes. So we'll be back after these audio clips.
Yay!
We'll return to the Beast Unleashed podcast after this.
Here's quote number 1.
Oh, great! Why is it every time we find a prime piece of real estate, we have to get evicted by these clowns?
Glad to have you back in charge, Big Bot. Sorry you accepted the job?
You mean I had a choice?
Here's quote number 2.
Hey, I got 1 maximal. Do I hear 2 maximals? 2 maximals. I'm sorry, victims cannot make a bid. 2 maximals sold to the handsome devil with the silver wings. Me!
And quote number 3.
Rhinox! Thank the Matrix you're alive.
Trapped. Abandoned.
This is Megatron's doing. But I can help you.
Stay away from me. Megatron isn't the problem. You are.
You don't know what you're saying. Megatron has started a war between the organic and the technological, but we can overcome the destructive force of his rampant technology.
Don't you see, Optimus? Nature is the destructive force. Megatron's right. As long as sparks remain individualistic, the wars will only continue and continue.
Rhinox!
Here's a clip that actually relates to the Black Arachnia thing from Spada.
Where's my man? I need to find him. I need to, quote-unquote, save him.
Now, back to the Beast Unleashed podcast.
Thank you for joining us here on the Beast Unleashed podcast. There are several ways to get in contact with us to leave feedback for the show. Visit the website, geekcastradio.com. You can comment on each episode post. Join the forums, predacatempire.com/nexus. Leave the show's feedback in iTunes. Please do this. Follow us on Twitter. Beast Unleashed is the show Twitter. Mine is TFG1Mike. What is your Twitter, Michael?
Pecan CT Michael.
And Steve.
SCP-21.
What is that loud noise in the background?
That's not me.
That's my shade.
You typing again?
No.
Are you looking out the window?
Wind. Yeah, it's the wind.
Is there something terribly cool outside that you need to tell us about?
Yes, magic.
It's magic.
David Blaine's invaded Michigan.
That's magical Michigan winds.
Well, we had massive storm crap Tuesday, I think.
Okay, so become a fan on Facebook. Search GeekCast Radio Network. We are currently running a Stan Bush prize pack contest. If you guys help us get to 300 fans on Facebook, we will give away randomly to one of those fans a Stan Bush prize pack, which includes an autographed CD and T-shirt.
Yeah, I refuse to believe that Rachel Bott does not have at least 100 friends that would be interested in listening to our podcast. We should hit her up to, spread the word a bit.
Yes.
She's a fan.
I know she's a fan. Call the voicemail line. Tell us the show you're leaving the message for and your name. 502-526-5821.
Join the voicemail.
No, don't fucking join the voicemail. Shut up.
The voicemail's back up?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Join the voicemail.
No, don't join the voicemail. Shut up.
Yes, join this.
Join the voicemail. We have cookies.
For a sec, oh god, I've been watching too much Big Bang Theory because for a second there, I thought you said join the voicemail. We have coitus.
We have coitus. Oh, all right. No spoilers because I recorded that but haven't watched it yet. So
I didn't say anything. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say anything about it.
All right.
So holy crap.
A little coitus, never coitus.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Beast Unleashed podcast, and why wouldn't you really? Join us next time when we'll be reviewing...
Mostly, yeah.
When we'll be reviewing the final 4 episodes from Beast Machines Season 1, those being Survivor, The Key, The Catalyst, and End of the Line. For now, I am TFG and Mike with...
Michael Wilson.
And Steve Megatron Phillips.
That's it?
Shut your pie hole.
Take us home.
Yes.
Home, Rover.
Home, Rover.
Oh, God.
That's right. Take it. Take it as I mean it. It's your destiny. Yes.
Oh, way to put your weapon.
Give me your Dinobot and I'll show you mine.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I want to hear Megatron say, nobody expects the tentacle porn.
Nobody expects the tentacle porn.
No.
Chocolate-covered panties. Yes.
Oh.
Okay, thank you for listening. Until next time.
Bite me.
Oh, fuck.